I met Keith the summer of 1980. Mutual friends introduced us at the opening of an off-Broadway show I was performing at. Keith was a professional dancer with Alvin Ailey. He gave me butterflies. I literally had to catch my breath to say hello. It was love at first sight. We all went out to eat in Brooklyn after my show. The restaurant was only a few blocks away from Keith's apartment. He invited me over. I spent the night. We were inseparable. Within 2 weeks, we were moving in together. I never imagined love being a possibility for me. I grew up Southern Baptist in a community that believed homosexuality was an abomination. You would get your ass kicked at home, at school, on the playground, and just about anywhere else for being gay. So I learned to be straight, to suppress my emotions and feelings for men to suck it up and be a man. Keith broke through all of that. He made me vulnerable. We were intimate soulmates in every way. A friend invited us to his church. They were so welcoming at first. There they taught us the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. Man, did they put the fear of God in us. They made it their mission to scare us straight. After a few months of fellowshipping, they made it plain that we had to choose. Either we could live for God and go to heaven, or we could stay together and go to hell. We were believers. We wanted nothing more than to be pleasing to God, but we couldn't deny our love for each other. We tried to be a couple and Christians, but the ultimatum was clear. We had to make a choice. Well, finally my Southern Baptist upbringing went out. I broke up with Keith. He was devastated. To be honest, so was I. I was just better at hiding. Eventually we found separate apartments and he completely stopped speaking to me and coming to church. I let the church put me back in the closet. I became a good disciple. I was lonely and frustrated, but at least I wasn't going to hell. But at night, I would climb into my empty bed, close my eyes, and masturbate thinking of Keith. Years later, Keith called me out of the blue. He was sick. He had AIDS. He wanted me to know that he was dying and that I needed to get myself checked. I felt like I was in an elevator that started falling and there was no way to keep it from crashing. I don't know what I said to him after that, except just before he hung up, I blurted out, "I never stopped loving you." There was this awkward silence. Then he said, "I love you too." He hung up. That was the last time we spoke. He died a couple of months after that at home in Chicago. Talk about fear. I was scared shitless. I ran out and got my blood tested. Negative. I tested HIV negative, but that doesn't mean I didn't have it, because it could lay dormant in your blood for years. Every 6 months for a decade, I had my blood tested. I'm still negative. After all this time, I'm still negative. Isn't that great? I've lived an entire loveless HIV negative life. But I still suffered from survivor's guilt. I can't help but think, if we had stayed together, Keith might still be alive. That church, they disbanded. There was so much hypocrisy and financial fraud that they had to close. So here I am, struggling to redefine myself after years of self-hate and regret, wishing I could go back and choose differently, but I can't. Choose love. God is love. I know that now. Hell is living a life void of love. Don't make the same mistakes I did. Don't allow anyone to bully you into a corner or force you to transform to fit in. You can love God and be gay or queer or non-gender conforming. Love is the ultimate act of humanity. You are loved. You deserve love. Never give up on love.